Electrocardiogram. So the biopotential generated by the muscles of the heart result in the electrocardiogram. Okay. So the biopotential or biosignal which is generated from the muscles of the heart will be called as electrocardiogram. So here we have to know about the structure of heart. So I think you all remember heart structure which you will be studied in your 12th standard. So heart will be divided into four chambers. Okay. So adula pathina the two upper chamber, that is left atria and right atria, okay, which will be working together. That's why it's synchronized. Okay. And then similarly two lower chambers, ventricles, left ventricle, right ventricle, that also will operate together. So this is the structure of heart. So heart with four chambers: right atrium, left atrium, right ventricle, left ventricle. So in between the right atrium and right ventricle, you will be having valves. Four valves will be present in between the atrium and ventricles. Okay, between the four chambers. So pulmonary valve will be present here. Okay. And then aortic valve, and then mitral valve, இது tricuspid valve. Okay, four valves will be present between atrium and ventricles. See, the entering part of right atrium will have one valve, that is pulmonary valve. So the entry part of right ventricle will have one valve, that is tricuspid valve. Entering part of left atrium will have one valve, okay, that is aortic valve. Then left ventricle will have entering point, that is mitral valve. Okay. So valve ஓட work என்னன்னா, it will close and open, that's all. Okay. It is used as a like a door. So what are the performance of the heart? What it will do? Any one of you? What is the working of heart?
blood pump பண்றாங்க.
Heart will produce heartbeat, and then it will circulate blood to all the parts of the body by getting the purified blood from the lungs. Okay. So actually your heart will receive the impure blood from all the parts of the body. Okay. That impure blood will be sent to the lungs. Okay. So lungs what will do, it will give the purified blood, okay, by providing oxygen. Okay. So oxygenated, that process will be called as oxygenated oxidation. Okay. That oxidized blood will be yeah, pure blood. Okay. That pure blood will be again get back by the heart, and then it will uh, send to the all parts of the human body. Okay. So this is the work of heart. Okay. So இதில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா circulation வந்து two methodsல இருக்கும். One is pulmonary circulation, that is blood to the lungs. Okay. So எல்லா blood human partsல இருக்க எல்லா bloodடையும் collect பண்ணி it will be sent to the lungs, that is impure blood will be sent to the lungs. Systematic circulation will do that is nothing but your heart will collect the blood from lungs and send to all the parts of the human body. அது ஒரு systematic circulation. So ரெண்டு circulation, ஒன்று லங்ஸ்க்கு கொடுக்கறது, இன்னொன்று லங்ஸ்க்கு வாங்கி எல்லா பார்ட்ஸ்க்கும் கொடுக்கறது. Okay. So see the picture here. In the right artery, the valve will collect impure blood from all parts of the body. Okay, and then right ventricle, what right ventricle will do, that impure blood will be sent to the lungs. Okay, so the lungs will oxygenate the impure blood to give pure blood. Okay, that pure blood will be received from the lungs through the left arteries. Okay, and then it will be given to all the parts of the body. The pure blood is given to all parts of the body through left ventricles. Okay, this is the work of heart. Then see the same thing given here. They given in the points. That is, the right atrium receives blood from the veins of the body and pumps it into the right ventricle. The right ventricle pumps the blood through the lungs where it is oxygenated. The oxygen enriched blood, that is pure blood, will be entering the left atrium, from which it is pumped into the left ventricle. So the left ventricle pumps the blood into the arteries to circulate throughout the body. Okay. So on seeing the picture, you can explain. You don't want to memorize all these points. So here the each action potential, that is biosignal, which is generated in the heart, will be originating from the top near of the right atrium. Okay, so heart muscle will produce ECG signal. That ECG signal actually originate near the top of the right atrium. Right atrium means here. Here only the signal will be heartbeat will be generating. Okay, so the right ventricle pumps the blood, sorry, so originates near the top of the right atrium at a point that will be called as a pacemaker or sinoatrial node. Okay, that is SA node. So, to initiate the heartbeat, the action potential generated by the pacemaker. So, right atrium lada, you will be generating the heartbeat. Okay, that heartbeat will be propagated in all the direction. Okay, along the surface of both atria. Okay, so the heartbeat will be generated or originated at the right atrium, top of the right atrium. That will be propagating in all the direction of the heart. So the wave will be, that is, the heartbeat will be terminated at a point near the center of the heart. So it right atrium la generate ahum, that heartbeat will be ending at the center of the heart. So that point will be called as the atrioventricular node. Starting point, starting of the heartbeat at sinoatrial node or pacemaker node. Ending point will be atrioventricular node. So starting point is at right atrium. Ending point will be at the center of your heart. Okay. So heartbeat is nothing but your waveform generation. Chariya. Generating the waveform will be called as a heartbeat. So the recorded ECG recorded signal from the surface of the body will be looking like this. Okay. So this signal will be called as P, named as P, and then here low signal will be named as Q, peak signal or again low signal S, this small signal as T. Okay, PQ or ST. Okay, so in the P wave, okay, இத இத வந்து Q wave னு சொல்வீங்க. So P க்கும் Q க்கும் ஒரு interval, that will be PR. Okay, R S, and then this is T. Blue color is T wave. So in between T wave and QRS complex, you will be having a interval that will be called as ST interval or segment. Interval na solla, you can say it as a segment. Okay. You can see the all this wave in detail. So P wave, this P wave, orange color, a small wave will be representing a depolarization of the atrial musculature. Okay, depolarization. What is depolarization in the cell? Depolarization. Polarization means, so your cell membrane will reject the sodium ions for entering into the cell membrane. So that, so inside the cell you will form a negative polarity, and outside the cell you will form positive polarity. Depolarization means opposite to that. That is, your sodium ions will push into the cell, inside the cell, to form a positive polarity inside the cell, a negative polarity at the outside of the cell. Okay, so that will be called as a depolarization. So here the P wave will give the depolarization of the atrial musculature. Okay, QRS, that high peak wave, pink color wave, will be the combined result of repolarization of the atria and depolarization of the ventricle. Okay, இது வந்து depolarization of the atria, but here repolarization is nothing but again it formed to a polarization. Okay, depolarization ல இருந்து polarization form க்கு வந்துச்சுன்னா that will be called as a repolarization. Okay, so repolarization of the atria, as at the same time you will have depolarization of ventricle. Okay, so both will be occurring simultaneously, so that result will be given as a QRS complex. Okay, then T wave. T wave is the wave of ventricular repolarization, whereas the U wave, if present, U wave will not be present mostly, but if it is present, it is believed to be the result of after potential, after getting the ECG waveform status will be determined by the U wave. Okay, so maximum you will not get the U wave. If you get, means that will be the result of after potential, that is after getting the ECG signal, one wave will be given. Okay, then PQ interval represent the time during which the excitation wave is delayed in the fiber near the AV node. Okay, um, if you want to say these points in simple manner, means you have to think, or you have to imagine that your atria, what it will do, it will pump the blood to the ventricle. Atria will pump the blood to the ventricles. Okay, after receiving the blood from all the parts of the body. Okay, so the blood will be received through the valves. Okay, upper valve. So one second. So here the right atrium will receive the blood from all the parts of the body. Okay. So while receiving the blood, what will happen to the atrium? So before receiving that, the atrium will be looking like a empty balloon. Okay, empty balloon. After getting the blood from all the parts of the body, how it will be looking? The balloon with air filled balloon like it will look. Okay, so imagine that similar to your balloon. Okay, empty balloon and air filled balloon. Okay, so before receiving the blood from the parts, all the parts of the body, your ATM will be looking like a empty balloon, and after receiving the blood it will be looking like a air filled balloon. Okay, so after that what it will happen, through this valve, tricuspid valve, it will enter into the ventricle. Okay, so the blood will be moved to the right ventricle. Here the right ventricle will be uh, filled by blood. Okay, so that your right atrium again will come back to the empty, looking like a empty balloon. Okay, so filled, air filled balloon will be uh, uh, indicated as a expansion. Okay, expanded form of atrium. இதே empty balloon like structure இருந்ததுன்னா that will be sorry, correct only, it will be indicated as a contraction. Okay, contraction expansion, contraction expansion, இந்த மாதிரி contract expand, contract expand. Okay, okay, சுருங்கும் விரியும், சுருங்கும் விரியும், இப்படிதான் இவனோட heart will be pumped. Okay, அதை தான் நம்ம இங்க டெக்னிக்கலா வாட் வி ஆர் யூசிங் மீன்ஸ் போலரைசேஷன், டீபோலரைசேஷன். அகைன் டீபோலரைசேஷன்ல இருந்து போலரைசேஷன் வரத ரீபோலரைசேஷன் சொல்றோம். போலரைசேஷன் சொல்லாம ரீபோலரைசேஷன் சொல்றோம், அவ்வளவுதான் வித்தியாசம். பட் இட் வில் பி சிமிலர் ப்ராசஸ் ஒன்லி. ஓகே, டீபோலரைசேஷன், ரீபோலரைசேஷன், டீபோலரைசேஷன், ரீபோலரைசேஷன், அதை தான் இங்க டேர்ம்ஸ் யூஸ் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. ஸோ யூ மேட்ச் வித் தட், then you can able to understand. Okay, so depolarization of the atrial musculature அப்படின்னா air filled balloon, that is air filled atrial part. Okay, blood filled atrial part, that will be the depolarization of the atrial musculature. இதே வந்து அடுத்தது QRS காம்ப்ளெக்ஸ்ல பார்த்தீங்கன்னா both will happen. atrial வந்து repolarization ஆகும், depolarization of ventricles happen. That is repolarization na empty balloon, empty space of atrium. Okay, so அங்க empty ஆனிச்சுனா எங்க fill ஆகும்? Ventricles will be filled because the blood present in the atrium will be moved to the or flown to the ventricles. Okay, அங்க depolarization நடக்கும், இங்க repolarization நடக்கும். இங்க empty ஆகும், அங்க fill ஆகும். சரியா? இந்த மூமெண்ட்டை தான் ரீபோலரைசேஷன், டீபோலரைசேஷன்ங்கிறாங்க. டீபோலரைசேஷன்னா ஃபில் ஆகிறது, ரீபோலரைசேஷன்னா எம்டி ஆகிறது. கீப் தட் இன் யுவர் மைண்ட். ஓகே, தென் யூ கேன் அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் ஈஸிலி. இந்த இன்டர்வல், பிக்யூ இன்டர்வல்ங்கிறது அந்த வேல் வந்து ஓப்பன் ஆகி போகுது இல்லையா, பிளட் மூவ்மெண்ட் டிலே ஆகுது இல்லையா, அந்த டைம் எடுத்துக்கலையா, தட் வில் பி கால்ட் அஸ் ஏ பிக்யூ இன்டர்வல். ஓகே, the next electrocardiogram, how it is recorded. Okay, so electrocardiogram is recorded by using electrode. So here we are going to use 5 number of electrodes. Okay, that will be fixed in the human body surface. So the placement of the electrode as well as the color code is given here. So in the right arm you will be placing the white electrode, left arm black electrode, right leg la green electrode, left leg la red electrode. So mostly we will be using 5 electrode, but here we are going to use only 4 electrodes. Okay, so to record the ECG. So the electrode on the right leg is only for ground reference, that is always this right leg will be used for grounding purpose. Okay, reference electrode. So the remaining 3 electrodes will be acting as a acting electrode. Okay, this one is reference electrode. So the measurement of ECG signal from the body will be indicated by the lead system, 12 lead system. Okay, so 12 lead system has 3 types. One is bipolar, unipolar, and then modified unipolar. Okay, so first we are going to see the bipolar limb lead system. ஸோ இசிஜி மெஷர்மெண்ட்லேயே ஒரு சிஸ்டமேட்டிக் இருக்குது. தட் சிஸ்டமேட்டிக் இஸ் செட் டு பி 12 லெட் சிஸ்டம். 12 லெட் சிஸ்டமில் 3 டைப்ஸ் இருக்குது. தட் 3 டைப்ஸ் இஸ் பைபோலார் லிம் லெட் சிஸ்டம், unipolar limb lead system, and then modified unipolar limb lead system. Okay, these are the 3 types. So first we are going to see the bipolar limb lead system. Okay, this is the methodology for measuring the ECG signal. Now, bipolar limb system. So 12 standard leads will be seen in figure. Okay, so 4, 8, 12. 12 lead system. That's why it's called as 12 lead system. Okay. Ma'am, 4, 8, 12 nanga, which is 4 to 8, 12 that you can't understand means see here. In the first lead you will be having 4 electrode. In each limb you will be having one electrode. So here again lead 2 will have 4 electrodes and then lead 3 will have 4 electrodes. So 4 plus 4 plus 4, 12. So that's why it's called as a 12 standard lead system. So here we are going to use three bipolar limb-led selection, okay, which is introduced by Einthoven. So lead one. So in the lead one, this is lead one. So lead one, lead two, lead three means nothing but how the electrodes are placed. Okay, the location of the electrode will be different for lead one, lead two, lead three system. Three different lead system. Okay, so in the first lead, left arm and right arm la you will be keeping electrode. And then lead two la left leg, right arm. Lead 3 la left leg, left arm. Okay, see here, left arm and then right arm. Okay, both arms. Okay, so left leg will not be used. So right leg always will be acting as a ground point, that is reference point. Okay, so left arm liu, right arm liu you will be taking the biosignal. Okay, for getting the ECG signal. And then right arm, left leg. So left arm will be left alone. So right arm, left leg, then right leg will be a reference. Okay, that is leg 2 method. Leg 3 la patina left arm, left leg. Okay, that is leg 3 system. So these three legs are called as bipolar. So bipolar means you are going to have a two polarity. Okay, because for each lead the electrocardiogram is recorded from two electrodes and third electrode is not connected. Okay, so here one will be the ground reference and then remaining will be three electrode, and the remaining three electrode only two will be utilized for taking the biosignal. Okay, so third electrode will be left alone. Then in each of these leg position, the QRS of a normal heart is such that the R wave is positive. That is nothing but the you will be getting the QRS waveform for the each and every heartbeat. Okay, in the QRS waveform, the R wave always will be positive for the normal heart. Okay, so normal heart operation now the R wave always will be getting as a positive signal. So Einthoven left the points of the triangle represent the electrode position for the three limb legs. This triangle will be called as a Einthoven triangle. So in the three leg system will be found will be explained in a triangular form. Okay, the position of the electrode system of the leg 1 and 2, 3. Okay, in a triangular form that will be called as a Einthoven triangle, that is represented in the diagram. It will be called as a Einthoven triangle. The first leg 1 system will observe the ECG signal from right arm to left arm. So that will represent leg 1. Okay, today right arm to left leg, leg 2. So they left arm to left leg now, with leg 3. Okay, simply you can draw it or explain it. Okay, இதை வச்சு கூட கொஞ்சம் கன்ஃபியூஸ் ஆகும். So if you draw the triangle means you can easily understand. Okay, right arm with the left arm, right arm with the left leg, left arm with the left leg. Okay, after drawing this Einthoven triangle you can draw this triangle, then it will be easy for you. Always your right leg will be ground reference. நடந்துட்டு மேம். ஆமாம் மேம். நான் பார்க்கல மேம். கிளாஸ் எடுத்துட்டு இருக்கிறதுனால நான் பார்க்கணும். சரிங்க மேம். So after drawing the Einthoven triangle, you can draw these three diagram. Then it will be easy for you. Okay. So of the three limb leads, lead 2 produces the greatest R wave potential. I said already, QRS waveform for the normal halt will have R wave positive. Okay, so lead 2 will produce the greatest positive R wave potential. Okay, so the amplitude of three limb leads will be measured based on the R wave potential. So R wave amplitude will be always equal to the sum of the R wave amplitudes of lead 1 and lead 3. So lead 2 la R wave amplitude higher and the remaining leads, that is 1 and 3, will be equal to that amplitude of lead 2. Okay. So Einthoven triangle. So the sides of the triangle represent the lines along which three projections of the ECG vector are measured. Okay. So the each side will represent the lead 1, lead 2 and lead 3 system. Okay. So based on that sides of the triangle, you can represent the position of your electrodes in the human body. Then Einthoven showed that the instantaneous voltage measured from any one of the three limb lead position is approximately equal to the algebraic sum of the other two, or that the vector sum of the projection on all three lines is equal to 0. That means if you measure the any one of the limb lead position, voltage will be equivalent to the sum of the other two limb voltage. Okay, இப்போ லெட் ஒன்ல வோல்டேஜ் மெஷர் பண்ணினா அந்த லெட் ஒன்னோட வோல்டேஜ் வில் பி ஈக்குவலன் டு த அதர் டூ லெட், தட் இஸ் லெட் டூ லெட் த்ரீயோட வோல்டேஜை சம் பண்ணினா கிடைக்கிறது தான் லெட் ஒன்னோட வோல்டேஜ். ஓகே, இல்லைன்னா எப்படி சொல்லலாம், வெக்டர் சம் ஆஃப் த ப்ரொஜெக்ஷன், தட் இஸ் மூணு வோல்டேஜையும் கால்குலேட் பண்ணுறப்ப altogether sum பண்றப்ப you will be getting the answer as 0. Okay, because ரெண்டு எலக்ட்ரோடு ரெண்டு லிம் வந்து லெட் லிம் வந்து எப்படி இருக்கும், ஆட் பண்ணினா தேர்ட் லிம்போட ஆப்போசிட்டாக இருக்கும். அப்போ மூணையும் ஆட் பண்ணுறப்ப யூ வில் பி கெட்டிங் த ஆன்சர் அஸ் 0. ஓகே, then ECG unipolar limlet system. ஸோ யூனிபோலார் லிம்லெட் சிஸ்டம் வந்து அடுத்தவர் பார்க்கலாம். ஓகே, so again I am repeating the points.